Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So in today's video I thought what I would do is do like a full face tutorial of my favorite products, like the ones that I can't live without, like my favorite products of all time. And I'm super excited because I haven't worn all of these together in a really long time because I've just been trying different stuff and seeing if I like it better or whatever else. So today is just going to be me using my favorite products of all time. So let's get started. So first, I should already have these out. To prime my skin, here lately I have been using a combination of the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer as well as the Tatcha Silk Canvas because for some reason my skin is acting so weird and it'll get really dry like around here, like the outsides of my face, but then the middle it's like looks like I dunked my head in a bucket of water because it's so oily. So on the oily parts I put the Photo Finish and then the dry parts I put the water cream. This isn't water cream, this is the Silk Canvas. So I'll just take a little bit of this, put it around my skin, and then I'll just take a little bit of this Smashbox primer and put it around my nose and my forehead, everywhere that gets oily, and then I'll just rub that in. So to prime my eyelids, here lately I've been using this ColourPop No Filter Concealer to do that with, and this is the shade Pharaoh too. And when I first ordered it I was like, oh my god, this is so light, but like I actually really like it as an eyeshadow base. So let me get a mirror. So we're just gonna take this little baby sponge and just apply some all over the lid and blend her out. Now for eyeshadow, my two favorite palettes are probably the Too Faced Gingerbread or the Sultry palette from ABH, but both of these are like limited edition like Christmas palettes, so I figured that I would do one of my like favorite palettes that's available like all the time. So today we're just going to use this Morphe 25A Copper Spice palette, and it looks like this. This is one of the first eyeshadow palettes that I ever got, but it's really good like neutral palette and the shimmers are really pretty, so we're going to use her today. So first I'm going to take this Morphe brush. It doesn't have a mirror, that's really upsetting. We'll just use the Sultry palette as our mirror. First I'm going to take this pale shade in the corner right here and just set my eye with that. Okay, now we're going to take this brown, the second one, this brown transition shade with the same brush and just put it in the crease. This is a lot more brown than I thought it was gonna be, but it's fine. Okay, so switching brushes to this more tapered Morphe brush, we are going to go into this dark kind of coppery shade right here. That's very noisy and I'm sorry. And I'm just going to take it and fluff it on the outer crease up at the top. So now what I'm going to do is take this little baby dense Morphe brush. I'm gonna go into this dark deep brown shade right here. It's almost the black one, and I'm just going to take a bit and pack that on the outer corner of the eye. Now that I look crazy, I'm going to take this Bodyography Pro, I pronounced it right I think, blending brush and just blend the shadows together. I'm gonna go into that first little brown transition shade a little bit on the blending brush and just kind of go into the crease a little bit and kind of make that black not so harsh. Well, it's not black, it's dark brown. But in case you guys were wondering, it's taken me like 7 minutes to blend this all out, which is pretty good, I'd say. That's why I love this palette. The shadows blend so beautifully. I got a little carried away right there, but it's fine. I feel like this gold could be really pretty, so we're just gonna do that gold. This middle gold, champagne, whatever. So I'm just gonna take this Bodygraphy Pro flat shader brush. Ooh. And we're just gonna go in there, and then I'm gonna spray it with a little bit of primer water. I missed the whole brush. There we go. That doesn't have a mirror on it either. I'm really struggling today, you guys. But we're just going to plop that on the other half. Oh, I remember why I love this palette so much. Look at that. That is so pretty. It wasn't the gold that I was expecting though, but it's still really pretty. Look. Look how pigmented that was. That's awesome. I love that. I just can't get over how much why haven't I been using this lately? So to get rid of that harsh line, I'm just going to go back in with that dark brown shade that we use in the outer corner and just kind of smoke the two together with this blending brush. I forgot that I wanted to use these little ColourPop shadows because these are really good, but it's fine. I'm just gonna put some of this one on the top. This is Twitter Padded. This is a really pretty shade, so I'm just gonna take my finger and rub it around in there, and I'm just gonna put it over that gold shade. It's not working. I just don't think it didn't do anything. It's not coming off my finger for some reason. First, let's get that off my finger. Oh, it's gold and pink. Forget about the ColourPop shadow. I'm just dumb and forgot to use it. We'll use this one as an inner corner highlight when it comes around to that. So, now for brows. Aha! Wait. Aha! I found it! So, I'm almost out. That's as far as it rolls up. I didn't even tell you what it was. This is the Maybelline Brow Define and Fill Duo. To where you guys can see, but I just take it and outline my brow and then fill the rest in. And then when it gets to up here, I use a lighter hand and then I'll just take this Morphe spoolie brush and just kind of flick through, get all the excess product out. And yeah, I don't like doing my brows. Anyways, for foundation today, we're going to be using the Tarte Amazonian, let's redo that. The Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation in the shade Fair Sand. This is one of the first high-end foundations that I got, and I like it, and it really controls my oily skin because I know that some foundations that I'll use, it doesn't work, and a mixture of powder or whatever, but it just looks like I dunked my head in a bucket of water. This one doesn't do that. Whichever powder I use, it won't make me look super oily, and I like that. So I'm just going to put a little on the back of my hand and then dot my face with it. I know I look crazy right now, but I always put my foundation on like this before I actually blend it in because it just blends in better. But we're going to take this Clinique foundation brush and just blend it all out. Okay, so the foundation is completely applied, and I don't know, this foundation, it just blends in really good and it looks pretty on my skin and it really makes it look flawless, and it's full coverage, so I don't have to do like 2 coats or anything like that. For concealer, here lately I have been loving a duo of concealers. So the ColourPop No Filter Concealer along with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. The Tarte one is in the shade Fair, and then the ColourPop is Fair 02, the same one that I used on my eyelids. So what I like to do is take the ColourPop one and put it directly under my eye. Also, I put it on my Cupid's bow like that, because it is so light, and then I'll mix it with the Tarte Shape Tape and put a few lines everywhere else on my face. And now I'll take my little trusty little elf sponge and just blend it in. That literally took me like 2 seconds to blend out. Like, it gives me the brightness that I love on my skin, and it just gives me a really nice natural little glow. So I'm just gonna go over and make sure that no further creasing. I just poked myself in the eye, but and my forehead crease is so bad, y'all. Okay, so for powder, you already know the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm just going to take this really big fluffy brush and just pack her on there. I feel like this powder really just like smooths my skin. Like, it just gives it like this really pretty like natural finish and takes away all the harsh lines. It's just a beautiful powder. Like, I'm obsessed with it. The only other one that I like is the Too Faced Born This Way setting powder, but I still don't like it as much as I like the Laura Mercier one. I'm going to let this sit on my under eye for a few minutes, and we will bronze if I can find it. So my favorite bronzer here lately has been this Kylie Cosmetics bronzer in Tequila Tan. And I'm just going to take this e.l.f. Total Face brush and just swoop around in there. This bronzer is like the perfect color for my skin. Like, it really looks beautiful and it gives like a nice airbrushed effect. That is my favorite bronzer of all time. I'll wait till a better one comes out. But my favorite blush is the Becca Cosmetics blush in the shade Flower Child. This is like a really pretty pink blush with almost like a peachiness to it too, but it has a little bit of shimmer. It's not completely matte, so I like that about it too. So I'm just going to take this like tapered brush and just dip into here. Use a very light hand because this blush is very pigmented. It just really brings life back into the face, I think, and that's why I like this color so much. But I'm just going to pat the rest of that excess powder into my skin. Okay, so now for highlight, I'm going to take this Sephora illuminating brush along with the Kylie Cosmetics highlight in the shade Cheers Darling. This is a beautiful like champagne gold. Like, it really works for my skin, and I think it works for a lot of other skin tones too. Like, it's just so pretty when you put it on. So we are highlighted and ready to do the lower lash line. So I'm going to pull out my Morphe palette again, and we're going to take that same transition shade brown that we put into the crease earlier. I'm just going to take this little Anastasia double-sided blending brush and then take the smaller side And I'm just going to line my lower lash line with that color, just to put down a base. So now I'm going to take that coppery brown color that we had on the outside, and I'm just going to take the fluffy side of the brush and smoke it out. But anyways, for the inner corner, I wanted to use one of my ColourPop shadows because I think that they're really good. And this is the Super Shock shadow in the shade Frog, and it's kind of like this duochromy silvery pink color. So what I'm going to do is take this little Morphe baby brush, and I'm just going to get some on there and just plop it in the inner corner. And I'm also going to use this to highlight my brow bone. Oh my god, guys. My eyebrows are so bad. Like, you can't tell on camera, but when I get up close, it's like awful. Like, I need to get them done so bad. I'm going tomorrow. We're doing that tomorrow. Maybe today. Well, I just did my makeup, so we're not going to do it today. So we're done with all of that. Moving on to mascara. So my two favorite mascaras that I have been loving lately are the NARS Climax mascara and then the Lancôme Monsieur whatever. But I'll use the NARS on my top lashes and then the Lancôme one on my bottom lashes, and it just looks really good together. And I already have a little bit on, but so I'm just going to apply this off camera because I hate mascara and it takes me forever, so I'll be right back. Okay, so the mascara is completely applied, and I'm thinking about getting eyelash extensions because I'm not really happy with my lashes and the way they look right now. But today, they're kind of making me change my mind. I kind of like the way that they look today. So to set my face, we're going to use this Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. My favorite setting spray. I mean, it just locks your makeup in place and doesn't move. So for lips, well, lip products are kind of tricky because I have a lot of favorites, like ones that I wear every day. But since this is like a brown, like neutral thing, I think I'll just do like a brown neutral lip. But honestly, like, I'll just talk about my favorites. Like this Smashbox one, is so pretty. It's like a pretty brown, and I think I use this all the time. And then like this Kylie Cosmetics from her Valentine's collection, it's Built to Last. This is the perfect nude shade for me. It's so pretty. And then this one, Snow Way Bay from her winter collection 4-piece lip set. Oh my god, this color is amazing. No, we're not doing red. Okay, so I have these two little Smashbox minis that I think would be really pretty together. So this one's a matte, and it's called Stepping Out. So we're just going to put that on first. Okay, and then we're going to take this metallic lipstick called Exo Vlada, I don't know. But it's like this really pretty gold. We're just going to put that on the top. The reason that I don't do the metallic just by itself is because this shade is kind of too gold by itself, so I like to put the other one underneath it, and I think that that looks really pretty together. So this is the finished look of all of my Ride or Die makeups. All my makeup products. It's been a long day. But anyways, this is the finished look, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you guys can take some good products from this video. I need to wipe my hand off now, but I will see you guys next time, so bye!